Assassin's Pride. On the brink of extinction, mankind has downsized and now solely resides in the city-state of Flandor, living in cities encased by glass domes. Beyond the domes exist vicious lycanthropes who thrive in the darkness. Among the citizens inside, a clear distinction between the nobility and commoners is in place. The blood of nobles enables them to utilize mana, granting them abilities that exceed human limits and greatly assist them in defeating lycanthropes. Already 13 years of age, noble Melita Angel has yet to manifest her mana and attends an elite academy where she is mistreated for her lack thereof. In order to help her, Kufa Vampire is ordered by the Angel family to become Melita's tutor. While Kufa seems to be a mere mentor, an ulterior motive lacks behind his job. He is to assassinate her if he confirms that she does not possess mana. Kufa's investigation eventually leads him to determine he must eliminate Melita. However, Kufa is struck by her unwavering determination, spirit, and belief in herself when he witnesses her in a fight, choosing instead to offer a way she can manifest her magic. As Melita learns to use mana with the help of Kufa's teachings, Kufa forsakes his mission and jeopardizes everything to keep his discovery of Melita unknown to the Angel family and his own guild. However, both Kufa and Melita will soon realize that hiding their secret will not be the only challenge they face, as unforeseen trouble is waiting just around the corner. Tales of Zysteria the Cross. The celestial records speak of the existence of the Seraphim, a race of divine beings who give blessings to humanity and are offered prayers by them in return. Those who are anointed with the abilities to interact with these spirits are known as shepherds. Hailed as heroes for their prompt appearances in times of crisis, while also being feared for their power, the shepherds are imprinted in common folklore along with the Seraphim. Saray is a young human who has spent his entire life living in harmony alongside with the Seraphim in the village of Elysia. Fascinated by the myths of the celestial records, he explores some nearby ruins with Mikleo, his childhood Seraphim companion, hoping to enlighten himself about the Seraphim's history with mankind. Unfortunately, they become trapped in the depths of the historical site during their investigation. While searching for an exit, they come across a mysterious girl who desperately seeks the help of a shepherd to save the world, which is on the brink of being consumed by darkness. Despite Mikleo's warnings about making contact with other humans, Saray decides to help the stranger, which unknowingly leads him closer to the dream of peaceful coexistence between man and Seraphim. Rakuin Suiho. In a future where a massive disaster has devastated Earth, most of humanity has abandoned their physical bodies and relocated in digital form to Diva, an advanced space station orbiting the ravaged planet. Free from the limitations of traditional existence, such as death and hunger, the inhabitants of this virtual reality reside in relative peace, until Frontier Setter, a skilled hacker, infiltrates the system and spreads subversive messages to the populace. Labeled a threat to security by authorities, Frontier Setter is pursued by Angela Balzac, a dedicated member of Diva's law enforcement. When the hacker's signal is traced to Earth, Angela takes on physical form, transferring her consciousness to a clone body and traveling the world below in order to deal with the menace. On Earth, she is assisted by Dingo, a charismatic agent, and during her journey to uncover the mystery behind Frontier Setter, she gradually discovers startling realities about the wasteland some of humanity still refers to as home, as well as the paradise above. Luck and Logic. In the year LC 922, mankind faces an unprecedented crisis. Following the conclusion of a 100-year war on the mythical world of Tetraheaven, the losing Majin sought a safe haven and invaded the human world Septia. The government is forced to fight by employing logicalists belonging to ALCA, a special police that protects the streets from foreigners of another world. Logicalists are given a special power that allows them to enter a trance with goddesses from the other world. One day, Yoshichika Tsurugi, a civilian who is lacking logic and lives peacefully with his family, meets the beautiful goddess Athena while helping people escape from a Majin attack. She wields the logic that Yoshichika should have lost. This leads Yoshichika to an unexpected destiny with Athena. The future of the world depends on the luck and logic and these logicalists. Shinjo Yusha, Kono Yusha ga Oresue Kusei ni Shincho Sugiru. There is a popular saying, you can never be too careful. It is very important to prepare for every situation you may face, even if it seems like an unnecessary waste of time. Also, in games like RPGs, it is good to exceed the level of your enemies to achieve total victory. These words describe Seiyu Ryujuin a little too perfectly. After being summoned by the goddess Zysteria to save the world of Gebrande from destruction, the hero prepares himself for his noble journey. While this might be normal, he spends a very long time training himself, despite having overpowered stats. He fights weak enemies using his strongest skills and buys excessive amount of supplies and potions, all to stay safe. While his attitude may be a bit annoying, it may just be the saving grace of Gebrande, especially considering that it is a world where the forces of evil dominate each and every expectation. Campione Matsurawanu Kamigami to Kamigoroshi no Mao. Some people suddenly find religion, but for 16-year-old Kasanagi Godao, it's that really old-time religion that's found him. As the result of defeating the god of war in Mortal Kombat, Godao stuck with the unwanted position of Campione, or Godslayer, whose duty is to fight heretical gods whenever they try to muscle in on the local turf. Not only is this likely to make Godao roadkill on the highway to heaven, it's also a job that comes with a lot of other problems. Like how to deal with the fact that his enhanced status is attracting a bevy of overly worshipy female followers. After all, they're just there to aid him in his demigodly duties, right? So why is it that their leader, the demonically manipulative sword mistress Erica Bandelli, seems to have such a devilish interest in encouraging some very unorthodox activities? Get ready for immortal affairs, heavenly harems, and lots of dueling deities taking Pius in the face as the ultimate smash, bash, and thrash of the Titans rocks both heaven and earth. Death March Kara Hajimaru Isekai Kyosu Kyoku. Ichiro Suzuki, a programmer nearing his 30s, is drowning in work. Worn out, he eventually has a chance to catch up on sleep, only to wake up and discover himself in a fantasy RPG world, which is mashed together from games he was debugging in reality. In this new place, he realizes that not only has his appearance changed to a younger version of himself, but his name is also changed to Sato, a nickname he used while running beta tests on games. However, before Sato can fully grasp his situation, an army of lizardmen launch an assault on him. Forced to cast a powerful spell in retaliation, Sato wipes them out completely and his level is boosted to 310, effectively maximizing his stats. Now, as a high-level adventurer armed with a plethora of skills and no way to return to reality, Sato sets out to explore this magical new world. Heroic Age. When the Golden Race invited the other races to join them in the stars, 3 sentient races answered their call. The Goldens called them the Bronze, Silver, and Heroic Tribes. Just before the Gold Tribe left to travel to another universe, a 4th race appeared, traveling to the stars on their own accomplishments. The Golds named the human race the Iron Tribe. During the passing of time, humanity suffers at the hand of the more dominant races and is now facing extinction. Following a prophecy left by the Gold Tribe, Princess Dianera sets out to search for a powerful being who might be able to save humankind. She meets a wild-haired boy on an abandoned planet, a fateful encounter that will not only change the fortunes of humanity, but also the fate of the universe.
Is the future. Evolution.
Mushi Biku. In feudal Japan, the people of Edo are under siege by giant insects that ravage the land. The people desperately beg the government to do something about it. Thus, the Insect Magistrate Office is established, gathering strong warriors to defend against the onset of pests. Mushi Biku follows Jinbi Tsukishima, a young man striving to be a master swordsman like his father. To atone for a horrific incident that occurred at his fault, Jinbi seeks to take his father's place as a member of the Insect Magistrate Office. On his journey there, he meets the lovely Haru, a young woman who helps manage her family's tea house, and is forced to put his sword to good use in saving her from a grisly fate. This act of bravery earns him a spot in the Insect Magistrate. Will this rookie exterminator be able to rid the land of the horde of insects swarming it?
is the future. Human error. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. Did you guys enjoy this list, or find any anime you're interested in? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're new, remember to turn on notifications for more upcoming top 10 videos.